So how's your dating life going? It isn't. You haven't been on any dates? No. Met anybody? No. Are you even on dating apps? No. Plan on getting on dating apps? No. So you're just happy being single? No. Do you have a will to live? No.
Yes. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video of women waiting for too long, winding up to 30 and above, and just being sad and miserable. So let's take a look at this video, guys. And I gotta tell you, every time I'm browsing through TikTok for videos for the channel and I see a woman talking about how she's over 30, I just lick my lips in satisfaction, right? Because it's always awesome content. And Amp, why are you sleeping, man? Wake up, we have to make content. Alright, there it is, guys. We're all settled, ready to go. Let's get started.
I am 30 years old and I have been single for over 12 years, so never had a real adult relationship. And
Keyword, adult relationship, right? We all know that she's had different sorts of relationship.
I wanted to talk about something that might ring true for some people that are in the same position as me, that is from time to time feeling a bit lonely. And it's like one of those real shameful and embarrassing things to admit, I feel like, when someone asks if you're lonely. It's not something you want to admit to because you want people to believe that you're happy and you're not worried about that sort of ever-looming possibility of being on your own forever, you know.
Notice the guilt, gentlemen. That guilt, that gut feeling that things aren't okay, the mere fact she's sad is her, you know, her female nature, her female wiring trying to tell her that things are not okay. You're not supposed to live alone. Humans are not supposed to live and pass away alone. You're not supposed to not be in a family. You're not supposed to not be with a man at this time of your life, right? It's literally your body, your brain trying to tell you that you have to change things. They cannot help it, guys.
And I know it's 30 is still really young, I know that, but when everyone around you is getting married, having babies, getting engaged, you know, moving in with partners and stuff.
Sorry, guys, I just couldn't pass it up. You know what's the best joke ever? Get a time machine, travel 2 centuries back, and tell them what this woman said, that I know that 30 is too young. You're gonna have the whole village just crawling on the floor from laughter.
It can feel a bit overwhelming. And to be honest, most of the time I'm pretty good. Like, I don't sit on the feeling too much. It's only when it comes round, like around the weekend, and luckily I have friends that their life isn't kind of revolving around their partners and their relationships. They actually want to do stuff with their friends. Luckily I have friends like that, so I don't ever feel alone, and have no plans to do anything at the weekends because they're off doing stuff with their partners. However, especially now we're in the winter and we're coming up to Christmas, it's that time of year where couples seem to show off a bit, maybe. Not show off, but they seem to be more apparent and more people getting into relationships than you noticed before. And that's what they call it, the cuffing season, I suppose.
You don't know what cuffing season is. First off, I bless your, you being naive to the fact of these stupid terms. But cuffing season is basically when women go for men during the cold months, right? So they have a boyfriend relationship for the matching pajamas months and up until Saint Valentine's, and then they don't care if they're single or not, right? Then comes hot girl summer, so they no longer need one. Guys, it's just so embarrassing. It's so pathetic, this way of thinking. Like, when women are single and they don't care for the most part, But when they see their female friends being in relationships and they get sort of jealous or mad about it, it's so stupid. It just showcases the fact that they don't want a real relationship that is all throughout the year and comes with bad periods, good periods, happy moments, arguments, you know, hardships, all those things. A normal relationship. What they want is this sort of holiday version of a relationship, right? Like just the good moments, just the holidays, just the Christmas matching pajamas, just the, oh, let me post this photo of us together so Becky can see me that I've made it, right? Like wearing their husbands like a badge of honor or like a trophy on the shelf, right? It's just so pathetic, guys. It's embarrassing, honestly.
But just wanted to share my thoughts that I always try and keep myself busy over the weekends. I try and make plans, see my friends, see my family. I'm more open to the prospect of meeting someone now, whereas before I was like very shut off from the idea, and I think maybe it's like a subconscious way of being shut off, then you don't get hurt and you don't get rejected, so you reject them first sort of situation. So maybe it's that. But yeah, I just wanted to share this, and for anyone that's feeling the same, know that you're not alone, and we can stick together.
Yeah, I can definitely assure you, you're not alone. In fact, we have an epidemic of women being single. How does that happen, guys? You know, how does that happen? What a coincidence, you know, you might say. Some people might say, guys, that it's a coincidence. Now, if you ask me, this is all the products that we are just getting the first fruits of what womanism has put up, you know, in our culture. Like, we are reaping what womanism has sowed a few years back. These are the products, guys. An epidemic of single mothers, fatherless homes, children being raised without parents, mostly fathers, increase in divorces being extremely high, massive increase in body count, all these women being single, all this misery, all this bitterness, all these broken homes. You can thank womanism for that. And in overall, the hedonistic approach of today's culture. Now, guys, let's continue to another one that says that she loves being single. Let's check that out.
These are some of the reasons why I love being single. So I got out of a really long-term relationship last year. I used to always think I would hate being single, but I have actually loved it, and I want to tell you why. The main reason for doing this, and this is actually quite cringy, me opening up quite a lot, but when I first came out of the relationship, I got a lot of comfort out of people talking about being single or talking about their breakups on TikTok. Therefore, I wanted to tell people...
You know why she loves that, guys? Because misery loves company. There's nothing that makes these women more happy than seeing other women fail. They hate it when they see their female friends succeed and have a boyfriend. They hate it because it showcases that they are at fault. So what they love is for all their friends and all the women they know to be equally as single and miserable as them.
On TikTok. Therefore, I wanted to tell people why it is so good being single. Nobody can affect your emotions. Obviously, the close people in my life are my friends and family, and I'm very fortunate that I've got really good friends and family around me, and I actually can't remember the last time that they negatively affected my emotions. And obviously, I would hope as well, if you're in a relationship, they don't negatively affect your emotions, but the truth behind it is arguments happen in relationships. I remember really looking forward to the day where I could be able to say, I can't wait until I don't have anything for anyone. Because it is so refreshing and so, honestly, just such a nice feeling to know that nobody can really affect me.
Yeah, it's so refreshing to be a selfish a-hole. It's really refreshing, guys, to be so selfish and self-absorbed. I mean, it's the easiest path out, right? This is why most people take it. Just be a narcissist, think only about yourself, don't think about providing anything to your partner, right? We have so many, except, damn it guys, so many cases like this, right? So let's continue.
Just talking about boyfriends and boy related. In a relationship and in a partnership, you do need to dedicate some of your time to them, and you need to jeopardize some of your time. That is just the way that it is. If you plan to get married, which one day I would love to, you have your full 50, 60 years to be with somebody else, While you are single, you might as well spend this time really focusing on you and really focusing on your time and bettering yourself and using your time on you. When you get
If this was true, it will be a good advice. But what she means by bettering myself is going to jump on 15 bananas. That's what she means, guys. Right? Let's be frank. Let's not sugarcoat it. All these women, I've heard multiple women say, when I get married, I'm going to be committed to this relationship till the end of my life. Nobody wants that, right? So use this time that I'm single to get to know myself, to experience the world, to better myself. And what they end up doing, guys, is nothing like bettering themselves. What they end up doing is being part of 46 situationships and sleeping around and being addicted to chaos. I've never seen a woman actually follow this advice.
in a relationship, that you time is going to be halved. That kind of comes on to the topic of you can unapologetically be selfish. You don't need to think about somebody else. Your time is just your time and you can spend it however you want. And lastly, you can look forward to falling in love. Like, I so understand people that are single are like, oh, but I just want a relationship. But I actually saw a TikTok, this girl basically saying it's...
No, guys, I'm going to pause it right here. I don't care what she has watched. I don't care about anything. She just started the phrase by saying the best part is you can think about when you're going to fall in love. Lady, you're not going to fall in love, all right? Take a look around. Most women who follow your advice of being selfish wind up single and miserable. But when I say most of them, this is above 98%, okay? So let's just skip a few seconds. We're going to save time. And let me just comment how selfish this woman is, guys. It's overflowing. Holy crap. She's so selfish. Everything that she has to provide for a potential partner is just bothersome. Oh, I need to spend my time, my attention, ew. You know, and everything that is me, myself, and I is just a blessing from above. Oh, look at all this time that I have for myself. Now I can only think about myself. Now nobody will influence my emotions. Now nobody will have a say in what I do or with whom I do it, right? Wow, guys, it turns out being a selfish a-hole is all about benefits. It's all good things coming your way. All right. No, but in reality, last time I checked, none of the people who are selfish are actually happy. All right. This has been proven time and time again. Being selfish doesn't lead to happiness. Happiness comes from sharing with other people. So we all know how this woman's gonna end. And all the women like her that think that the universe owes them something. They're the center of the universe. It's all about them. And that relationships are a one-way thing, right? It's just about them. Let's move on, guys, to our last woman that doesn't feel chosen. Let's check that out.
I feel like what's hard for me about always being single and just dating right now is that feeling that you're not being chosen by anyone. Chosen in the sense that they just want to be with you. They want to make sacrifices, make the effort. They're sure.
Yeah. Not being chosen by anyone, okay? Slight correction. Not being chosen by Chad. Important to point out. Not being chosen by the top 5% of guys that we are attracted to.
About you. They're sure about it. No questions. Firstly, how I combat this, as I was doing earlier, is I think about all of the people in my life who do choose me. My friends, my family, my peeps on the internet.
My peeps on the internet, eh? She's talking about the 40 to 50 guys who daily are interested in her. These are the peeps on the internet, alright? The folks on the internet. You gotta love it, guys. She's making a video about not being chosen, in which she mentions all the men that are choosing her, and she just doesn't care to choose back, right? You just gotta love it, guys. The amount of effort they make to chase these men around that couldn't even care to remember their names, absolutely love it.
The loyal story repliers, that's my family. And then I think about, this is a quote, kill that urge to be chosen, choose yourself. And annoying as that is, and I know we don't want to hear that for the millionth time, that is the only option. And how do you choose yourself? Do what's best for you. Focus your energy on your life. Stop thinking about other people. Get your bag up. Get your body right. Make healthy food. Level up your intelligence. That's all we can do.
Yeah, so the TikTok ends right here. And what this woman is saying, someone is asking this woman, what is 1 plus 1? What does 1 plus 1 equal? And she says cow or green, you know, like something absolutely unrelated. So her problem is not being chosen. And her answer is, well, let me just become entitled and narcissistic and selfish. Like, how does that solve the problem? What kind of answer is that to a problem? It's totally unrelated. Okay, choosing yourself is not going to help you with the guys who are already choosing you. Neither it's going to help you with the guys who are not choosing you. In what universe does kissing your own arse solve the problem that people are not choosing you? I just don't get it, guys. Absolutely wrong answer. Not surprising, you know, coming from TikTok dating coaches. But this woman, guys, let me just say, decently attractive, right? You of course know that she has a lot of internet peeps, as she says. She just doesn't care about them, guys. She's entitled to more. She deserves more. And this is how you'll end up single, alright? I choose myself. Great words. We'll write them on your tombstone, alright? When you wind up single. But really beautiful words. I think they'll fit really well. So we'll do that, guys. But let me just end on the message that notice how they're talking about themselves again, right? Notice a common pattern here. It's the selfishness, self-absorption of women nowadays. Men as well, but this mostly affects women because of the nature of it, right? So this is what I mean, that this hedonistic approach to life, that, oh, we are so attractive, we deserve everything. This is what we are reaping right now, all right? All these women being single, it's because of this philosophy, and they haven't cut it out yet. They continue with it, they follow along, they love it. The instant gratification, delicious, give me more of that, right? It's really sweet while it stays. But eventually, guys, life just happens. They get to 30, the interest starts to fade away. The internet peeps have found something better to do. In most of the cases, they just realize these women are not worth the squeeze. The juice is not worth the squeeze, right? So that's the end of that. And they wind up single and miserable. Thank you for watching, gentlemen. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think about all this? And I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.